Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our daily boost of Bitachon. I know I've been a little bit slacking on the classes lately, but actually we've had the holiday week, so not an excuse. I should still be continuing to do this very challenging thing of doing these classes every single day. It's a big challenge, but we are getting there to make it more consistent, God willing. There's this topic about this amazing how an egg survives alone. When you think about it, a chick makes an egg, and the egg is fully self-sustaining itself on its own without any help from the time that it lays the egg. Now, how is this made possible? There was a moment in time where there was, this phenomenon called the incredible edible egg. And it was a response in regards to a drop in sales. And, people were reports were saying that eggs are dangerous for you and they provide a high level of cholesterol. And these farmers started to make these campaigns to go ahead and bring the egg back, saying that it's healthy, we need it, and trying to promote it again. What we don't realize is the intricacies of what goes on when an egg is being formed and is made. When you crack open this egg, you find this clear white albumin, you find the yolk in the center, and you also have a tissue that surrounds the egg. Basically, within that shell, you have all the food that the chick needs in order to provide itself all the nutrients throughout the entire cycle for it to develop and for it to eventually become a chick and break out. And so just imagine how calculated this is. God is sitting there calculating for every single egg how much nutrients it needs for that entire period in order to make itself to the point that it'll become an animal. You even have a component, a part of the tissue that acts like a hammock cord that holds this yolk in place. And this yolk is being levitated in the egg as well. So it can be moved around, but it's still being held almost like a hammock, right? Which is incredible. And inside, in between the yolk and the eggshell on the bottom, there is an air pocket. In that air pocket contains all the air and oxygen, all the oxygen required for the egg for the entire development period. And at the same time, it has another air pocket that allows it to exhale, exhale the oxygen that it's producing. So it's basically, sorry, it's inhaling the oxygen and it exhales the carbon dioxide. And so there's an area that is designated in the egg for the carbon dioxide, sorry. And the oxygen supply renews itself through these 7,000 pores that are found on the shell of the egg. How amazing. Now, it knows at what time and when it runs out of air that eventually there's not enough oxygen to be able to continue in this shell. And at that point, pecks itself out of the egg in order to go out and survive. Just imagine that we took every single thing that we see in our life and we paid attention to those details and we to remind ourselves that Hashem, God, has done everything he can in order to calculate exactly how much we're going to need. God knows exactly how much health you're going to need, how much strength you're going to need today. When you wake up, how much energy. Recently I've been trying to tone down on coffee. I'm realizing it's really hard. And, coffee almost became a part of my everyday life. Like I need it in order to be awake, to concentrate. But as you ease off the coffee, you start becoming, realizing you don't really need it as much. You just became dependent on it. And now you can become independent of it, right? So the same thing here. God is there to protect us throughout this entire journey. So if you're feeling stranded and you're feeling that you are having a very tough time today, just tell yourself, God is there. Hashem is there. He's going to protect me, and he's going to provide me with the nutrients that I need in order to thrive through all the way until I hatch. Have yourself a wonderful day.